Good morning, everyone. Very good morning. Welcome to today's class. Nice to see all your names on the screen. Okay, welcome, everyone. Do I have anyone that I'm seeing for the first time? No, all the names I have seen before. Okay, everyone over here also welcome, guys. Nice to see all of y'all. Okay, all of you all have now completed AS. Okay, and you all would have learned many lessons from AS itself. Okay, some of y'all messaged me saying it was really good, it went really well. Some of y'all said not sure. Some of y'all said it didn't look very good for y'all. I had a what do you call a variety of messages coming from y'all. Okay. Anyway, no worries now. Now what we do is we keep looking forward. Okay. Now you're dealing with A2. Our only focus is A2. Okay. When are the results supposed to be coming? In August? August 14th. Okay. So that's when you will be making another decision. Okay. But for now, it's just focusing on A2 only. Guys, before we go forward, I just thought I should mention this to you all. I always keep telling you all, right? Focus on what you can. Anyone remembers it? Focus on what you can control. There are so many things out here that you can't control. Your exam is a good example. The questions that came for your exam was just not in your control. You were given a syllabus, but the questions, what type of questions, from which topic are the most number of questions going to come from? Are they going to be essay type, match the following, fill in the blanks, MCQs? None of them were in your control. The what do you call the your mood on the exam day was not in your control. The traffic situation on the exam day was not in your control. Your parents' mood on that day was not in your control. Okay, there are so many things, guys, going forward in A2 also. That's not going to be in your control. Okay, but you guys need to focus on what you can control. Your preparation, how you prepare for the exams, how many hours you revise, how many assignments you do, the way you do those assignments. Those things are in your control. So going forward from A to again, I want to remind you guys, focus on what you can control. There are so many things that you can control. The quality of your lecturer, the quality of your notes, how is exam paper going to be, okay, not in your control. But again, I'm reminding you all, the way you all revise, the way you all prepare for it, okay, that is definitely in your control. The amount of hours you all give to it, what you choose to focus on, okay, what you choose to give your time to, that is in your control. Let's go one step further. Where you choose to sit is also in your control. Is it clear? Some of you all know very well, me sitting here is going to be a problem for me. Okay, me keeping the phone under the table is going to be a problem for me. You all know that very well. Okay, so you can control that. You can control, you know what, during class, I'm going to minimize my distractions. That is in your control. Okay, so like this, there are so many choices that you can make. You can make a choice of whether to go to bed early or to go late. You know, when you go early to bed, getting up early is also easy for you. You know, going to bed late is going to result in you being in a bad mood in the morning, and that affects the whole day. Okay, like this, there are so many small choices that you can make, which will ultimately lead to your result. Okay, everybody. One example I want to present to you all. This has been in my head and I thought I should tell it to you all. Guys online, all of you all with me, right? Guys, when you apply for a loan at a bank, okay, all of you all know what a loan is, right? You are borrowing money from the bank and the bank would, then tell you, you need to pay this amount in so many months or so many years. When you take a loan from the bank, guys, the bank doesn't just give you the loan. They ask you for so many documents to prove who you are and that you have the ability to pay them back. Everybody okay with this? When you take a loan from the bank, this is just one example. What would the bank ask you? First of all, they would tell you, you know what, we need to verify you. You just telling us your name is not enough. So what would they ask you? They would say, you know what, we need your NIC, your ID from the government. Okay, from the government, we need that. So if you go missing, we can put a case against you. We can take you to court because we have an ID number against you. Is it clear? That's not enough. What else would they ask you? They would ask someone to sign the paper. They would ask you to sign the papers, right? I'll come to that. They would tell you, okay, these are our terms and conditions. If you refuse to sign it, we don't give you the loan. And in that terms and conditions, they'll mention so many things. Sometimes there'll be so many terms and conditions that you just don't read it. You just agree to it. Is it clear? Until you agree with their terms and conditions, they don't give you the loan. Then, like he said, they would also have somebody called a guarantor. A guarantor is whom? Somebody else who's guaranteeing that you will pay that loan. Is it clear? They would say, you know what, we also want a guarantor. Okay, somebody who guarantees that you will pay that loan. And that guarantor's name alone is not enough. What do they ask? We want an NIC. We want his signature. Is it clear? That alone is not enough. What else they ask you? We want proof that you're earning. So what do they ask you? We want a confirmation letter from your company saying that you work for them and you earn so much. Okay, so you have to get a letter from your company saying that you're working for the company and you're earning such a salary. That is also not enough. What do they ask next? We want your bank statement. We want to see that the money is actually going to your bank and not 1 month statement. We need 6 month statements to see for the last 6 months the money is going into your account. Is it clear? That is also not enough. We want to know where you're living. You just giving an address alone is not enough. What do they ask? We want billing proof. We want to see letters actually coming to your house. So they say, you know what, we want a copy of your telephone bill, your water bill, your electricity bill, so that we have evidence that you actually live there. Is it clear? And not 1 month bill. They'll ask for 3 months or 6 months. Is it clear? Next, what would they ask? Next, they would ask some certain companies, if the loan is very big, they would ask something called a collateral. You know what a collateral is? So against your loan, you're giving the bank something else. For example, it might be jewelry, it might be a property, it might be a car. So if you fail to pay this loan, then they take the land, or they take the vehicle, or they take your jewelry. That's what you call a collateral. So basically, what has the bank done? The bank has set up a system so that you cannot fail to pay back the loan. Is it clear? They have put a system in such a way that somehow the other you will have to pay back that loan. Everybody okay with this? So the bank is giving you a loan and they are ready to give you that loan because they have such a system that there is no way you can escape from them. Everybody okay with this? Similarly, guys, when it comes to your studies, not only your studies, whatever you guys are going to do in the future, okay, when you're going to university, when you go and do a job, okay, whatever it is that you guys are going to do in the future, set up a system where it's difficult for you to mess up. Okay, now when it comes to your A2, I think A2 must be the only focus for you all right now. 3 subjects or four subjects. Right now, that most probably is your only focus. Try to come up with a system, okay? In our next few classes, I'll just give you all a few hints of a system that you can set up, okay? But you don't have to fully follow my system. Come up with your own system where a system is set up for you to succeed. Okay, you have a routine where that routine automatically ensures you revise and you do questions and, you know, it sets you up for success. Everybody okay with this? So today I'm just giving you all a idea. Next few classes, I'll just keep giving you all hints. Basically, what am I saying? Set up a system that sets you up for success. Everybody okay with this? Just like how I gave you all the bank example, the bank has put a system in place where it's impossible for you to not pay that loan. Somehow the other, they're going to get you to pay that loan because they have so much of evidence against you. Is it clear? They have so much of evidence, so much of documents about you that they can easily get it back from you. Are we all okay with this? Okay, so similarly, guys, going forward, focus on what you can control, guys online, focus on what you can control and set up a system where you're automatically going to be successful. Is it clear? You're automatically going to do your A2 studies properly. Everybody okay with this? So just think about what I told you all. In the next few classes, I'll just drop a few hints here and there. It's up to you to choose how you're going to implement it. Okay, guys, you all now A2. I can't spoon feed things. Do it like this, then do it like that. I can't do that. Now you guys are adults. From O level, you all are adults. Once you all turn teenagers, you all are adults. But guys, now you all will notice even your parents, when it comes to making decisions, in O levels, your parents are what you call fully influencing your decisions. Is it clear? When you are in O levels, your parents would tell you exactly what to do. They would come for parents meetings. They would monitor with you. They would check up with you. But you will notice slowly by slowly, your parents are now allowing you to make decisions. Is it clear? And after A level, once you get into university, there is no parents meeting even. It's entirely up to you. If you mess up, you messed up. Is it clear? When you come to university, your parents might have certain rules when you come home. Okay, they might say you need to be home by 10 o'clock. They might have some certain rules at home. But apart from that, in terms of your university, your parents will not have a real touch with it. They will leave it entirely up to you. Is it clear, guys? So the responsibility is going to keep increasing for you guys. Okay, I hope you all are ready to take it on. Okay, all right, guys. With that, let's get started with our A2. Okay, guys, before we do get started, I want to tell you all, if you compare IT A2 with AS, A2 is a lot more pleasant than AS. AS is like they are challenging you non-stop, chapter after chapter. It's like, what is this? Okay, but A2, it kind of goes down because in A2, especially Unit 4, it's entirely based on databases, Microsoft Access. Okay, a Unit 4 is entirely based on Microsoft Access. I'm not saying it's easy, but compared to compared to Unit 2, Unit 4 is a lot easier to manage. Okay, you guys will see that. And even Unit 3, there is one topic which I find difficult to teach sometimes. That's coming up very much later, but all the other topics are generally not that hard compared to AS. Okay, so let's get started, all of y'all. Guys, girls, everybody, like I have told you all, guys, in AS also, many of you all got the textbook from a web page called Paper Lords, isn't it? So once again, guys, if you all want, go and get the textbook from there. My notes are also based on that textbook. And what I'm doing is, I'm breaking every chapter into multiple parts, and at the end of every part, I'm putting past paper questions relevant to that particular part. Now, for example, part 1 has so many past paper questions, but you might notice maybe part 3 will have very few past paper questions. Everybody okay with this? Just like how AS was. Okay? Right, guys. Everybody online? Shall we get started then? Guys online, I'm going to... oh, Akif, now only I'm seeing your message, man. I'm sorry about that. So, guys online, shall I share the note with you all? And shall we get moving now? Okay? Come on, girls. Come on, come on, come on, come on. In front, the notes are there. Okay? So, guys online, can you all take this? So, guys, once again, when it comes to your notes, when it comes to your tutes, keeping your tutes in a neat manner means it is with you. You know where it is organized. Okay? And you choosing what notes you write on those tutes are in your control. Everybody okay with this? Do not expect every single answer to be word for word in your tute. No, as we go along, certain notes you have to jot down. Is it clear, guys? Okay, that is in your control. You will never find the exact answer in your tute for you to just copy and paste. No. Okay, sometimes you have to read, you have to understand, and then write it in your own words. Everybody okay with it? Okay? Right. It's like, for example, I can tell you the benefits of working from home. Okay, a simple example, benefits of working from home, I can give you some points. Now, for example, if I talk about a company, about a person called Sam, who works from home for 2 days and works at the company for 3 days, what are the benefits for him? Now, the question has slightly changed. What you learned, you still need to use it, but your answer is going to be a bit different, isn't it? Because the scenario is a bit different. Is it clear? So then you need to be able to understand what we learned in class in order to write an answer for the scenario that was given to you. Am I making sense to you all? Okay. So just by hearting what I wrote in the tute is not going to work for you all. Okay. You all need to understand it and then be able to apply that in various scenarios. Okay. Right, guys. So again, focus on what you can control. Okay. What you jot down on your tutes, what you write down in your notebooks. Okay. The concentration you pay in class, that is in your control. Okay. Right. Where you choose to sit, those of you all who joined us a bit late, I was telling, focus on what you can control. Where you choose to sit is in your control. Some of you all are setting up yourselves for failure. You all are going and sitting in a place where you can't see the screen. It's too small, or there is a pillar right in front of you, or there's somebody very tall sitting in front of you, and you can't see what's in front. Like it's like you yourselves are putting yourself to fail. Everybody, or you're sitting in a place where you can't hear me. Okay, so set yourself up for success. So you choose a place where you can see the screen clearly, you can hear me clearly. Is it clear? Okay, right, everybody, let's get started then. I think spent a little too much of time. So as usual, guys, let's get moving. Okay, so wrong. This is the wrong one. Guys online, I sent you all the wrong one. Guys online, I sent you all the wrong tute. You are not topic 1, you are now topic 12. Guys, I sent you all the wrong one by mistake. You all are now topic 12. Guys, you all understand what I mean by topic 12, right? You all understand how we jump to topic 12? So we are continuing from AS now. So after unit 2, we had until unit 2, we had 11 topics. Is it clear? So now we are continuing unit 3, which is starting from topic number 12. Yeah. No. That one happened. Okay. So he asked me, will we get questions from AS in our A2 paper? No, that doesn't happen. Because it's like this, unit wise we are testing you now. So the examiner is testing you on unit 3. Okay, only what you learned in unit 3. Okay, right. So everybody, let's get started, guys. Give me 1 second. My OneDrive is still uploading, so I need a second for that. Okay, manipulating data. Okay, so everybody, for this chapter, guys, I want you all to keep Cargill's in mind. Cargill's Food City. Anyone knows when Cargill started? Guys online, all of y'all, I want to take an example of a supermarket. Okay, any guesses? When did Cargill start? 19 something. Okay, Cargill's Food City inception date 1920. So it says 1983. October 26, 1983 is what they say. And Yeah, they say even Cargill's on their website, they say they started in 1983. Okay, so 1983 means how many years now? 1983, 1993 is 10 years, 2003, 20 years, 2013, 30 years, 2023, 40 years. So 40 plus years in business. Everybody okay with this? Cargill's has been business, has been operating for more than 40 years. And they have branches all over the place. Okay, now they are just putting branches one after the other. I wonder how they afford it. Okay, all over the place, just opening branches. Sometimes in one city, they have 3-4 branches. Yeah. Sometimes in one city, they have like 3-4 branches, isn't it? Okay, right. Now, guys, I want you all to think about this. Cargill's gives every single customer a bill, right? Agree? Every time you make a purchase, whether it is one item, they'll give you a bill, isn't it? So if they are giving you a bill for every single purchase, just imagine the amount of data they have collected up to today. It would be a huge amount of data, right? Because every single purchase is recorded, isn't it? The cashier never just, takes the money from you and sends you off. No, they give you a bill, they record that purchase. They have to. So for 40 years, if they have been doing this, just imagine the amount of data they would have collected. That's a massive amount of data. Everybody okay with this? So there's a huge amount of data that they would have collected. Then if you look at Facebook, guys, Facebook has a huge, let's take a look. For example, estimated number of users on Facebook. Let's just ask Google and see. Estimated number of users. Oh, how do you know that? You're guessing. Wow. You said 3 point? Okay, a bit far. 3.07. 3.60 and 3.07. Anyway, okay, 3 is here now. So they're estimating they have about 3 billion monthly active users. So maybe then your answer is right. If you see the total number of users, maybe it might come to 3.6. Okay, active users, people who are using it on a daily basis. Now, everything you do on Facebook, what happens? Gets recorded, right? Why are they recording it? Because they want to know what you're interested in. They can only serve you when they know what you're interested in. Otherwise, it's difficult for them to serve you, isn't it? Okay, the reason Facebook is so addictive. Now, when I say Facebook, I'm talking about Meta. Meta owns WhatsApp, Facebook, Insta. 3 of the major social media platforms they own. In order for them to make this platform interesting, addictive to you, to keep you on that platform, it needs to be interesting, right? So they need to know your interests properly, so they can properly serve you. And are they doing a good job? Are they doing a good job? Yes, they are doing a pretty good job, where they know exactly what you're interested, and there is evidence. So many people are addicted to it. We prefer looking at it rather than talking to a person, isn't it? We prefer to be alone in the room on our phone, on Instagram, for example, isn't it? So I want you all to think about the amount of data that they are collecting. Massive amounts of data. Massive amounts of data. Now, guys, it's not about collecting data. It is about how are they using that data. Agree with me? You can have an organization collecting huge amounts of data, but if they do not know how to use that data, pretty useless. Agree? Okay, there are many companies, for example, they have lots of data about customers. Okay, but they just do not know how to use it. Think about Ikman, guys. Ikman makes a good amount in their revenue by, oh, my wording was wrong. Ikman, a bulk of Ikman's revenue is from your personal data. Meaning, I'll tell you how. Ikman allows you to post ads for free, right? Try posting a vehicle ad on Ikman. Within minutes, insurance companies will start messaging you. Is it clear? What happened there? When you post an ad on Ikman, within minutes, sometimes another classified platform will also message you saying, advertise your vehicle on our site as well. Then a few minutes later, leasing company will message you. Insurance companies will message you. What's happening over here? Exactly. Ikman will be selling or sharing your personal data with interested parties. So what do? They give you a service for free. This service is for free. You can post an ad for free. Where do they make their money from? They make their money from sharing your data or selling your data to other companies. Is it clear? So we wonder, like, how are they making their money? They're making their money from this. They also have ads. They also have paid ads, but also a huge amount comes from selling this data. Think about supermarkets. Why do you think supermarkets came up with this loyalty scheme? They're giving you points, and those points can be converted into currency. Can be converted into not cash, but you can use that to purchase items. So what's happening over here? By having a loyalty scheme, supermarkets are able to understand what? Customer data, meaning customer interest, right? When you sign up with the supermarket, they ask you some basic details. Your name, where do you live, your date of birth. They want to know those details. Then they can start categorizing. People in this age group are interested in these items. People in this age group interested in these items. People in this age group, when they buy this item, they're also buying that item. They can come up with a lot of insights when they have this type of data with them. Everybody okay with this? Then a supermarket, when it comes to stocking, they don't guess and stock because they have data. They can see what customers have been purchasing in the last 3 months. Now they can decide what to stock up on. So they can see, you know what, we're having a lot of elderly people living in our area. These are the items elderly people are buying, and they can stock up on those items. You see, they are not guessing and stocking up. They are stocking up based on proven data. Everybody okay with this? Okay, right. Now, guys, let me see if my note has loaded. Guys online, all of y'all with me, right? Is my voice clear? Video clear? I'm going to change it to my laptop mic because I feel like my laptop mic is better. Right. Right. So all of y'all, let's keep moving. Let's keep moving over here. Right. So all of y'all, we have a topic here called manipulating your data. When we say manipulating data, so many meanings it has. Okay, it has so many meanings. Sorting your data, arranging your data, organizing your data, filtering your data. It can mean all these words. Manipulating basically means you're playing with your data so that it makes sense to you. Everybody okay with this? Okay, you're playing with your data so that it becomes useful to you. Okay, shall we just quickly note that down over there? Okay, everybody, when we say it's going to be there in the new note as well. But for now, can you all just note that down here? Arranging, sorting, filtering. What is the other words I said? Arranging, sorting, filtering, organizing. What else can I say? Okay. Everybody okay with this? Now, for example, the data that Platinum is collecting about y'all. Platinum has collected data about y'all. Every time you guys register with us, we ask you all for so many details. Isn't it? Now, the marketing department will look at that data to see what? Are the number of students increasing or decreasing? To see if their marketing is working or not. Or for example, the marketing department will, you all have a question like this, right? On the form, how did you find us? Is that there? So the marketing department will only be interested in that question. And their target will be, many of you all should say social media, which means they are working effectively here. Is it clear? Marketing department will only be interested in how did you find us field. The answer to that. Now think about Sumani Desi. Let's say Sumani Desi and Platinum have partnered up below. What data would they be interested in? What we eat? No, I'm asking from Platinum. The data that Platinum is collecting, what would they be interested in? Amount of students, daily attendance. For a day, how many people are coming? And if they can get more, they'll ask Monday how many are coming, Tuesday how many, Wednesday how many, Thursday how many. Is it clear? So that they can then adjust their stocks based on the number of students every day. So for example, if they know Monday is the day that the most number of students are coming, they know, okay, this is the day we need to have the most number of stocks. Is it clear? Sunday is when the least number of classes are happening here. They know, you know what, we can reduce on our stocks here. Is it clear? Sumanadesi will be interested in the daily attendance. Is it clear? Finance department will be interested in all data related to finance, isn't it? How many are paying? When are they generally paying? Is it clear? Which bank account are they depositing it to? That's what finance will be interested in. So you can see we are collecting so much of data, but not all that data will be useful for everyone. Each department will find something useful in it. Is it clear? Okay. So for manipulating, what did I tell you all guys? Can I put the word organizing, filtering, sorting, arranging? Okay. You can put words like, so we can say things like filtering, sorting, arranging, what else? Organizing. Okay. All these words would come under manipulating. You're basically playing with the data for it to make sense to you. Are we okay with this? You're playing with the number so that it makes sense to you. Okay, guys. Okay. Have you all seen? I don't know, guys. I don't watch football. I'm more interested in cricket. In cricket, sometimes you get the most like bizarre statistics. This is the first time a batsman has hit 100 in this particular ground when the temperature was this amount at this time of the day. Like, how did you guys even come up with this number? Is it clear? Or for example, this is this bowler has bowled the most number of overs at this time of the day when this particular batsman was batting. Like, how did they come up with these numbers? They basically manipulated the numbers to come up with this statistic. Everybody okay with this? Okay, right. Let's keep moving down. Now, guys, number one, guys. Now, I have also made one more change to our tute. This is going to make life a little easier for y'all. Again, I'm reminding y'all, I asked myself, what can I do to ensure that my classes are effective for y'all? So then I looked at the textbook and I saw at the textbook, they have something called learning objectives. Why are you learning this chapter? Is it clear? So at the end of this particular part, at the end of part one, you should be thorough with these points. Everybody okay with this? So when you're revising, you have to simply turn to this page and ask yourself, am I thorough with these points? Do I know the meaning of these words? If your answer is yes, if you can tick all of them, how many are there? If all 4 of them you can tick, then you're good with this particular part, not topic, part. Are we good? Okay. So I thought, you know what, if I put this for you all, it becomes a little easier for you all to monitor whether you all have understood or not. Everybody okay with this? And then at the end of this, I have given you all past paper questions that are relevant to this particular part. Okay. We started at 9:30, right? 10:45, no? Right. Everybody, can we come down to the first word? Data integrity here. Previous mic was better. Okay, Aisha, thank you so much. So I have changed it to the previous mic. Okay. Please do let me know. Okay. If the previous class, some students told me my video was glitching, then I changed the port. The problem was solved. So like this, if problems come up, please do tell me. Okay. Right. Everybody. Now we guys got started with data. I want you all to keep Cargill's in mind. Okay. Cargill's collects a lot of data. Okay. Now certain new words are going to come. Number one, we have something called data integrity here. What is the meaning of data integrity, guys? The bold word says what? How reliable a set of data is. Now, when we say reliable, guys, what are the words that come to your mind? She's a very reliable person. What does it mean? If I were to say, you know, Naduli is a very reliable person, I can rely on her. What does it mean? I can trust her. Okay. Sorry? Consistent. Okay. She's very consistent. Okay. Something else? I can count on her, meaning I can believe. So trust and consistent again comes there, isn't it? Okay. So similarly, guys, when you, and then can I also put one more thing there? When I can depend on her. I can expect her to show up when she needs to show up. Isn't that also reliable? He's a very reliable person, meaning I can count on him to show up when I need him to show up. Isn't it? Okay. So similarly, data integrity refers to what? How reliable a set of data is. Means this data, you can trust it. You can believe it. It's consistent. Okay. Now, guys, when Cargill's is collecting data, they are making business decisions on that data. Is it clear? If they have poor quality data, what's going to happen to their decisions? Their decisions are also going to be horrible, right? Isn't it? They say garbage in, garbage out. Is it clear? If you are receiving garbage, your results are also going to be garbage. Isn't it? So similarly, you can see Cargill's is growing. They are pretty successful. The reason that they are successful is because of their decisions. They are making decisions not on assumptions. They are not guessing. In their business meeting, it's not, I think we should do this. Let's try this and see. That's not the words they use. What are the words they use? Based on the last 3 years, this is how sales have been. This is the brand that is top performing. So many customers bought this. Compared to last year, it has increased. All their decisions are based on data. They are not making guesses and assumptions and, you know, trying things out. All their decisions are based on data. Is it clear? Which is why you can see their decisions are working really well. Isn't it? Hima, agree with me? Okay. That's because, guys, the data that they are collecting is having high data integrity here. Is it clear? They have set up a system so that the data they collect is high quality data. Okay. What do you mean by high quality data? We are going to see it now. So everybody, can you guys read this? And can you all highlight what you all just told me now? Everybody, you all told me accuracy, consistency, okay, free from error, and usable from the moment it is collected. Okay. Now there is a new word there called archived. Archived, I'll tell you all very much later what it means. Okay, so when we say integrity, guys, we are talking about accurate data, consistent data, free from errors. Okay, usable. It makes sense to use it. Okay, everybody. Okay, some more words are coming up. I'm just giving you all a start. Okay. Right. Can we now move down to maintaining data integrity? So how do you maintain this? How do you ensure your data is accurate? How do you ensure your data is free from errors? Is it clear? How do you ensure data is consistent? It's always in the same state. How do you ensure that the data that you're collecting is actually useful data? How do you do all that? So I've given you all some points below. Okay. So guys, there are some new words here which we will be learning later. For now, just look at it and keep in mind we will learn it later. Okay. So guys, read the first sentence with me. You need data to make business decisions. So again, GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. So businesses will ensure that the data that they are collecting is of high integrity so that they can make proper decisions. Okay, because if they have false data, they're going to be making horrible decisions. Okay, right. Then guys, to ensure business decisions are effective, and we have something called data governance. Data governance basically means how are we going to collect this data and how are we going to use it. Okay, we have a separate chapter about data governance coming very much later, not in this topic even. In a later topic, we have something about data governance. Okay, I think topic 14 or 15, something like that. Very much later. But for now, you all know what it means, right? Data governance basically means it's like, how are you going to collect this data? How are you going to use this data? Everybody okay with this? So data governance, you all can say how we collect, how we use it. Okay. So make sure that all systems and processes are in place to maintain integrity of data. So how do we maintain integrity, guys? Right. Can you guys come down? Everybody, can you all see from here? In the second paragraph, towards the end of the second sentence in the second paragraph, what have I said? Data integrity has a number of key components. And these key components are as follows. Okay. What makes up data integrity? There are many components. We are going to go through each and every one of them. Number one is accuracy. Okay, your data is accurate. What makes data accurate? Can you guys read now? Highlight the words that you think you should be highlighting. It should be correct. It should be correct. Free from errors. Let's stop there for a second. You all did A's. So from unit 2, you all should be able to answer this. How do you ensure something is free from errors? What did you say? Testing? No. You're collecting data now. What can you do to ensure it's free from errors? Is it true or is it false? That's a separate topic. Free from errors, rain check, presence check. What do we call that? Validation rules. You can put validation rules to ensure data is correct and it's consistent. When you put validation rules, you can say telephone number. All telephone numbers have to be 10 digits. All date of births have to be before 1990, for example. It's consistent, isn't it? Okay, all NIC numbers have to be 12 digits, isn't it? This is consistency. Okay, but validation rules, does it ensure your data is going to be true? Somebody can put a date of birth, but it can be a false date of birth. Possible? Isn't it? Somebody can put a date of birth, day, month, year, they can. But the date of birth can be a false one. Possible, no? Somebody can put a telephone number that is 10 digits. It fulfills the length check, but it can be a wrong telephone number, right? Isn't it? Possible. So what does validation rules do? It ensures your data is correct, but it might not be true. Okay, we're going to come to that problem later on. Okay. So I've given you an example. Can you guys go through the example? For example, a customer's email address should be correct and functional. Everyone okay with this? So for email address, what would you all use? For email address, what would you use? I mean, how would you ensure that it's a valid email address? Is it a correct email address? Sorry, is it a true email address? I'm not asking. Is it a email address? So what do we call that check? You would have a format check, right? Is there an at? Is there a dot symbol? Is it clear? That's what you call a format check. Okay, right. So one part of data integrity is the data should be accurate. Okay. Number two, it should be consistent. It should follow a set of rules or a format. Okay. Keep reading it, guys. Keep reading it. For example, telephone numbers. Okay. Should follow the same format. Should begin with 0 and should be 9 letters in. Should be 9 digits in length. Okay. Or for example, no letters allowed, only numbers. Okay. Or for example, the dimensions of a product should all be in millimeters or centimeters or inches. This is called consistency. All the measurements are the same. Okay. The unit is the same, not the amount. The unit is the same. Okay. Then guys, number three, we have something called completeness. Completeness means what? All the data that we need is there. Everybody okay with this? Completeness basically means all the data that we need is there, has been given to us, has been input. Okay, that's what we call completeness. Okay, data integrity cannot be maintained if we don't have all the data, obviously. Okay, can you guys go through completeness? Your data has to be complete. Everything that is needed to make a decision should be there. Okay. So for example, Platinum is going through staff records in order to determine staff increments for the upcoming year. You get my point? Now, for example, Platinum is going to renew the employee contracts the next year. Okay, let's say, for example, all the contracts are coming to an end at the end of July, for example. Now, Platinum has to renew the contract now. When it comes to renewing the contract, they might increase certain employee salaries. Now, when it comes to renewing contracts, what type of information does Platinum directors, what do they need to know? Every employee's performance, no? Underperformance, what are the things that you would need to see? Hours worked. Is that alone enough? Attendance, okay. Hours worked, attendance, keep going. Let's focus on that hours worked and attendance. Yeah, both of you will give very similar answers. So is those two alone enough for you? Output, how do you measure output? Productivity, how do you measure it? Productivity is very subjective. It can mean different things for everyone. Now, hours work, it's objective, right? How many hours did you work? Basically, how many hours were you in the office? Okay. So that's objective. There's a clear number for it. What you're saying is, so yeah, ACE level, no, we learned it. Yeah. What does it come under? Hours worked and qualitative and quantitative. Okay. So now for now, we're looking at quantitative data. Okay. Where there's a number, we can make a decision. I was going to tell you something. So hours worked and attendance alone is not enough. What do we also need to see? Exactly. Are they punctual people? What time did they come in? What time did they go out? Everybody okay with it? Somebody could have worked for many hours, but their timing is very poor. They are daily late. We have a problem there. Is it clear? So sometimes to make decisions, you need all the data. This is what we call completeness. Everything that you require is there in front of you. Okay. All right. Let's keep moving. It's reliable. The source that the data is coming from is trustable. I'll give you two examples. For employees, we allow them, what do you call? For employees to record their time in, time out, we have a biometric scanner. Can you trust that? You can trust that. Compare that with, we have a book where they write the time they came in and the time they left. Now, not that much, or a little bit, I don't trust it so much. Now your data integrity is not very high. Everybody okay with this? Sounds good? Okay. Customer feedback, reviews, how reliable are they? Google reviews. You want to go to a restaurant, you check Google reviews. It's a bit 50-50 because generally when do people put reviews? When you go and really enjoy it or when you have a experience. Generally reviews come up when you have a bad experience. Okay, some could be fake also. Is it possible to put fake reviews? Very much possible. Now, Daraz, Daraz has a good feature. You can only put a review for a product if you bought it. You can only put a review from the account that you bought the product. So reliability automatically goes up because you have to buy the product. The item has to be delivered to you. Only then you can put a review. Now in Google, you can have never visited that restaurant, but you can still put a review for them. Isn't it? So then the reliability goes down. Everybody okay with this? This is what you call it. Can I trust this information? Okay. Right. Keep reading it, guys. So under reliability, guys, can I trust the data? Next is it should be available whenever needed. I can depend on it for it to be there. Are we okay with this? So reliability has two parts, trustability and I can depend, I can, what do you call, count on it to be available when I need it. So how do you do that, guys? Can you all see measures such as backup, security protocols and validation processes. So security protocols means what? Most probably be access rights. Not everybody can modify this data. Okay, only those who are what you call administrators or who are managers can modify this data. Everybody okay with this? Okay, so for example, if you look at Daraz, guys, we trust the product reviews because we only know people who buy it can put a review, not anyone and everyone. Google reviews, you are a bit skeptical because we know anybody can put a review there. So we are a bit skeptical. It can be fake. Okay, right. Then finally, guys, we have something called security. You need to protect your data from unauthorized access. So for that, you will have I told you all there? What would you all do there, guys, for security? Encryption, two-factor authorization, backups, usernames and passwords, firewalls. Okay, you would put systems in place to protect your data. Sorry? VPNs, you might tell employees who are using it, put your phone away, please. You might tell employees who are using it, your phone, okay, that they should use a private network so others can't see it. Okay, right. Everybody okay with this? So can you go from top to bottom again? We are talking about data integrity. In simple words, what is data integrity? How reliable is this data? Can I trust this data? Can I make effective business decisions from this data? Okay, that's a simple answer. What are the factors that contribute towards data integrity? Then you start accuracy, completeness, security. Okay, you start labeling your points. I'll give you all a few seconds. Can you all go from top to bottom, everybody? So Cargill's also, guys, as they keep collecting data, they would have various measures, various systems in place to ensure the data is accurate, to ensure the data is consistent, to ensure the data is complete. Everybody okay with this? Okay. I'll give you guys a very simple example. When you go to Cargill's, guys, you have a loyalty scheme now. So now what do they ask you? If you want to get your points, what do you tell the cashier? No, not redeem. I'm saying you're creating a bill. You want the points of the bill to be added to your loyalty card. So how do you give your loyalty card to them? You give your mobile number, right? They ask you for your mobile number. So if you want to add the points to your account, you have to give them your mobile number. Now, if you want to redeem it, what do they ask you for? Oh, yeah, they ask you for your mobile number, but anybody can mention your mobile number, right? So then what is the security method? They say, okay, we're going to send an OTP to that number. Give us that code. And if you give that code, then it can be redeemed. Everybody okay with this? So they have a security system in place to ensure that the right person is using the points. Okay. Are we okay with this, everyone? Too cold? Come and take the remote. Now that you can control. Come and take the remote and adjust it. Okay, make yourselves comfortable. Otherwise, learning doesn't happen when you're uncomfortable. Okay. Okay, right. Everybody, let's keep moving. Make it 24 and reduce the fan speed. You are not the only one sitting there. There are so many other people also there. Okay, right, come, keep it here now. Right, can you guys come down to the next one? Key tools and practices. Okay, so what tools can we do? What tools can we use? What practices can we follow to ensure that the data we are collecting is of high data integrity? Can you guys read it now? Maintaining data integrity consists of many processes and procedures to be followed. Some of these you will explore in more detail in this chapter. However, some of the key tools and practices include validation, we already spoke of. Okay, data backups, data access controls, and something called audit trails. I'll tell you what audit trails are. Okay, data validation, guys, we are going to be spending quite some time on data validation. It's coming up. Rules that you put to ensure that the entered data is consistent, is correct. Not true. Validation can't take care of whether it's true or not. Validation can ensure the data that you entered is correct. It follows a format. Okay, everybody. That is what validation can do. Can you all read data validation? Checking for errors and inconsistencies before entering into a system. Okay, so we are going to learn this in this very chapter. Then data backup. One part of data integrity was what? Reliability, right? You can depend on the data. You can count on it to be available when you need it, isn't it? So for data to be available when you need it, you need to do backups because your system can always go down. Everybody okay with this? In the most unexpected times, your system can fail. Your device can fail. Okay, so you need to have copies elsewhere that you can access. Everybody okay with this? Can you all read backup? Malware can affect your data, hardware failures can take place, data theft can take place, a variety of problems can take place. At that particular moment, you can't look at your customers and say, we lost your data. You need to have a system where you will have a copy of their data somewhere else. So sometimes certain companies can have undergone a major malware problem, but you will have no clue about it because they have backups and they are now using the backups to deal with you. Okay, so you have no idea that they have just been hacked. You have no idea about it. Okay, because the business is still operating with the backups. Okay, but internally, these guys are now fighting with what you call hackers and all to recover the stolen data. Okay, can you guys go through it? Recently, Cargill's had a problem, you all remember? Recently, Cargill's database was compromised. Okay, and Cargill's admitted to it, and they said if anyone uses that data, action will be taken against them. After what happened, the media didn't continue with it. So there was an article very recently, Cargill's data breach. Recently, there was a Cargill's bank. Okay. And then Cargill's put out a statement saying if anyone misuses that data, whoever it is, like we have the legal power to go after them and so they threaten people not to use it. Okay. A ransomware gang called Hunters Internationally had allegedly hacked the bank, but they had only infiltrated the data, not encrypted them. Now a big question mark comes there. How did Cargill's have unencrypted data? What happened there? Okay. The bank has promptly isolated and impacted components, has isolated the affected components have been isolated. But basically there was a major data breach at one time. Okay. When did this happen? The date is supposed to be here, right? April 6th. I remember very recently, I remember reading this article. Okay. I don't know. So those information will not come out, isn't it? Because otherwise customers will start withdrawing their cash from the bank. No, isn't it? Customers will not want to continue with Cargill. So Cargill's had to quickly cover up for it. Okay. So Cargill's issues an update. What was the update? I remember them giving a warning saying that okay, can you guys, now we have no time. I'll just show this to you all. We have We wish to reassure that there is no financial risk to customers. The bank or the system responsible remain fully secure and unaffected. We have taken measures to strengthen the security environment of the bank. This is Cargill's statement after it took place. We have also initiated legal proceedings to protect customer and stakeholder information by seeking a preventive court order aimed at restricting the unlawful sharing of. So basically, they got the court to issue an order saying if anyone is caught sharing this data, action can be taken against them. They did things like this. Okay. So people started to panic. Okay. Right, everybody, let's keep moving. Right. Number 3 is data access controls. Who has access to your company data? That's also extremely crucial, right? Okay. Who has access to your data and what can they do to your data? Is it clear? Just imagine employees at commercial bank can modify your bank balance. That's crazy, right? Isn't it? So if you wouldn't want to deposit your money in a bank where employees can change your bank balance number. Okay. So this is what you call data access controls. Who can change the data? Who has access to it? Okay, can you guys read it? So data access control basically limits who can access and modify your data. It helps prevent unauthorized access. Can you guys read it? Okay. Simple example, guys. I always use this example. In Cargill's Food City, a cashier can only create a bill. Can she change prices? Can she cancel a bill? Can she deal with returns and refunds? She can't. Who does she have to call? She has to call the manager. Only the manager can change a price, can apply a discount, can refund an item. The manager only has rights to do that. Everybody okay with this? Similarly, guys, if you take platinum also in our front office in finance, finance can do certain things that the front office can't do. The front office, for example, can take attendance. Finance has no way of taking attendance. Finance can only view your attendance. They can't mark you present, absent, or anything. They can only view your attendance. But the front office has access rights to mark you present or absent. Everybody okay with this? Okay. So this is what you call data access controls. Okay. Then guys, we have another one called audit trails. Now audit trails don't directly protect you. It's like having a CCTV camera in a house. CCTV cameras, does it stop the thief from getting in? The thief can still rob you. But why did you put the camera there? To see who robbed you. Yes. Okay. To see who robbed you, and so that you can see how did they get in and prevent it next time. Isn't it? You have a record of what took place. Everybody okay with this? You can see who was present when the thief broke in. How did he break in? What did he take? How long was he there for? That's what a CC. It doesn't directly protect you as such. But a thief might think twice before breaking into a house with a camera, because he knows he's now going to be exposed. So then he might choose to cover his face and he might choose to disguise himself, and all those he might then choose. Everybody okay with it? Similarly, audit trails are basically you have a system to record every single thing that took place in your network. Everybody okay with it? Who changed the data? When did they change it? Okay, who was online when it took place? When did it take place? Every single thing is recorded. That's what you call an audit trail. So when something goes wrong, you go through that audit. Does it make sense, guys? When something, let's say, for example, a hacking, what do you call, a data compromise had taken place on your system, you go through the audit trail to see when did the problem start, who was online, who did it, what was the day, what was the time. All that information is available. Can you guys read it? Tracking any changes made to data and by who, which provides accountability and transparency. Okay, so you can now question people. When you were online, only this took place. You are the one who authorized this. Okay, and transparency. You can see what's happening inside your system. So typically, what is inside an audit trail? A timestamp. You know what timestamp means? The date and time that this action took place. Next, what would you have? The username of the user who initiated the action. Okay. Then what was the action? Was it read only, read and write, delete? What was the action done? Then what was affected? Okay. Then this change, what else did it affect? Or from where was this change initiated, the source? Okay. Can you guys go through that? Guys, girls, everybody. I hope this is all making sense to you all. Okay, all good. So, shall we go from the top again? We are talking about manipulating your data. Okay, how do you play with your data? How do you deal with your data in such a way that it becomes useful to you? Okay, and some of the tools that you would use is organizing, arranging, sorting, filtering. These are things that you would do to your data for it to become useful to you. Right, that was the beginning. Now then we spoke about something called data integrity. Give me a short definition for data integrity. How reliable your data is. Okay, that's what data integrity is. How reliable it is. Okay, then guys, in order to maintain data integrity, what are some of the factors that contribute towards maintaining data integrity? Accuracy, completeness, reliability, security, consistency. It's always the same. It's always in the same format. It always follows the same rules. Okay, these are factors that contribute towards data reliability. Then we hung all of you all. We learned about tools and practices that you can follow to maintain data integrity. What were these tools and practices? Data validation is one. Number two, we had something called backups. Okay, creating backups. Number three was access controls and audit trails. Okay, you record every single thing that took place on your database. Okay, right. Everybody, shall we move on to the next one then? Data dictionary. Now, all of y'all, before you all have a look at that, think about this. Before you construct a building, I'm not talking about a house. For a house also, we do the same thing. Think about a building. Do you just start building, or before you build, there is a lot of planning that takes place? There is a lot of planning, right? And you have somebody called an architect who will show you what the building is going to look like. Okay, how is the building going to be built? What is it going to look like? What is each floor going to contain? Where are the pillars going to be placed? Where are the rooms going to be placed? What each room is going to be used for? How is the electricity supply going to be connected? All this will be first shown in a plan. Then when the plan is approved, building takes place. Everybody, construction then takes place. Similarly, guys, when you build a database, now all of y'all in AS, we didn't deal with databases, but those of you who did O-level ICT, you all did access now. Databases you all did, right? You all remember inside the database, you have multiple, not forms, tables. Inside the database, you have multiple tables, isn't it? Okay. So before you construct a database, guys, you have to plan it. Okay, what are the tables we are going to have? Inside the table, we don't say columns, we say fields. What are the fields? Then for each field, what data type are we going to use? Then for each field, what data validation rules are we going to put? Everybody okay with this? Now here at Platinum, we have parent data, we have student data, we have enrollment data. Is it clear? We have staff data, we have payment data, isn't it? We have a variety of data. If you're going to put all this inside one system, it's quite complicated. So before we do it, guys, we have to create a plan. Is it clear? That plan is basically your data dictionary. Your data dictionary is basically a plan of the database that you're about to set up. Is that okay there? Can you guys read that now? A data dictionary is like a blueprint. You know what a blueprint is, right? It's like a plan. Okay, a plan for your database or for your data set, for the tables inside your database. Are we okay with this? Data set means the data inside your database. Okay, it provides a centralized and agreed plan detailing exactly how your data will be structured and stored in your computer system. Keep reading those words. The data dictionary provides metadata for the data elements. Anyone remembers what metadata is? Data about data. Okay, metadata is basically data about your data. Data explaining what this data is. Is it clear? So for example, you have fields inside your table. Now you need a description about what that field is, right? That description is your metadata. Everybody okay with this? Okay. I'll give you guys a quick example, okay? A quick example from O levels. From O levels, I'll give you all a quick example. Guys, look at this. Guys, look at this. So they have told me over here. They have told me over here. These are my fields. Everybody, they have told me these are my fields. Now they are giving me more data about the fields. They are telling me hotel ID will be text. And what is hotel ID? It's code to identify the hotel. So this is data about my data. So what do we call it? Metadata. Is it clear? Metadata is basically data describing what your data is. Okay. So in your data dictionary, you will have metadata. Okay. An explanation for your data. Keep reading it, guys. Which helps ensure that all data complies with the required structure. Okay. This will help the person developing your database to ensure that whatever he's constructing fulfills the data dictionary plan. Okay. Definitions, relationships, attributes, all this will be mentioned inside your data dictionary. Okay, we're going to see it now. We're going to have a look at it now. So everybody, shall we move down now? What did I do? Creating a data dictionary. Can everyone come down over here? Now guys, can you read the top? The data dictionary describes how data will be implemented. Implemented means how it is going to be used. Okay, and helps anyone interacting with the database to understand the structure and properties of the data. Quick example over here. Everyone, this is O-level. This is O-level database question. Before we start doing the database question, they start giving us this information. Why are they giving us this information? They tell us what the hotel table has, what the guest table has, what the booking table has. Why are they giving us this information? Why is the examiner giving us all this information? No, the table is already made actually. Why is he giving us all this information? The hotel table includes information about the types of accommodation offered. The guest table includes information about guests who have booked holidays. Why is he giving you all this information? To make it easier for you to helps anyone interacting with the database to understand the structure and properties of the data stored within it. Did you all understand that? Why do we have a data dictionary? So that not only the developer benefits, even people who are going to use the database will now understand the meaning of each field. Everybody okay with it? Sometimes you have a field. Let me see if I can give you an example here. Okay, ski pass. What does ski pass mean? It's just yes or no. What does it mean? He has given us a description. If a ski pass is included in the price, now you know what ski pass means. Is it clear? It becomes a bit easier for you to understand the database because of this data dictionary field. Are we okay with this? So data dictionary, not only it helps a developer, it also helps people interacting with the database to understand the structure of the database, the purpose of it, each field. Are we okay with this? Okay, keep reading it, guys. This allows for more effective database management, data querying. You all don't know what data querying is yet. Okay, we are going to see that and ensure consistency is maintained. Okay. So typically, what would you find inside a data dictionary here? The table name, the field name, description, data type, length, validation rules, and constraints. Okay, these are what you would typically find inside a data dictionary. Okay, now in this, now are all data dictionaries going to be exactly like this? Answer is no. Data dictionaries will vary. Look at this. They mentioned only three things: field name, data type, description. Okay, they did not give us what you call validation rules, constraints. Those were not mentioned. Is it clear? So not all dictionaries will be the same. It can vary, but typically speaking, most of the time, this is what you will find inside it. Are we all okay with this? Right. Guys, girls, if you all don't mind, if you all can have a look at page number, any page is okay. This page, page number 15, can you all have a look? Look at page number 15. Can you all see? This is a data dictionary here. You all are supposed to fill it up, but you all see page number 15. You all are supposed to answer this question, but you all see the table name has to be mentioned, the field has to be mentioned, the data type has to be mentioned, primary key, foreign key, is it required or not, field size, description, meaning constraints. Okay, this is what you call a data dictionary. Okay, now this is not a big deal for you all. You all can easily fill it up. Okay, right. You all saw that now, guys, online. Everybody okay with this? This is what a data dictionary looks like. Okay, right. Now, can you come up again? Come up again to page number what? Yeah, page number 6, guys. Can you all see what table name means? Table name means table name. Okay, what is the name of your table inside your database? Inside a database, guys, you will have multiple tables. So each table will have a meaningful name. Okay, each table will have a meaningful name. And keep reading it, guys. Should have a unique name. Everyone okay with that? Can two tables inside the same database have the same name? Obviously, no. You're going to run into a lot of problems. First of all, it won't even allow you to create it. Tables cannot have the same names. They should have unique names. Then, guys, field names. You know what are field names? Your columns. Now, I'm saying columns to make it easier for you all to understand. But you all will never use the word column. You all will use the word field. These are what we call fields. Okay? The identifier for the specific category of data within a table. For example, email address, first name, last name, student ID, date of birth. These are your fields. So in your data dictionary, you will mention the fields. Okay. Then, guys, every field will have a description. What is the description, guys? An explanation of the purpose of that field. If I'm feeling sleepy, okay. If you're feeling sleepy, you can always wash your face and come. You can control that. Okay. Can you guys go through description? Guys, girls, everyone, can you go through description? Description is basically you're explaining the purpose of every field. Okay. Okay, nice. Sometimes, guys, your field name will be a very short name. So in the description, you will explain what that field is. Okay. Then, guys, you have your data type. Data types we're going to talk about in detail a little later. Okay. You will basically indicate what type of data is going to be used in that field. So you will say only numbers, or you might say text. You guys are somewhat familiar with data type, right? We were using this when developing web pages. We have what you call text. We have number. We have data time. Boolean. Boolean means yes or no, true or false, 0 or 1. String. String means text. Okay. Then, guys, you have your length or size, number of characters you will accept or you're allowing. Okay. Then you have validation rules. Okay. What are the rules that the data needs to follow when it is being entered? So presence check, format check, all that. And then any other additional rules are what we call constraints. Okay. So, for example, this is a primary key, foreign key, all that I haven't taught it to you all yet. I will teach it to you all shortly. Those are what we call your constraints. Everybody okay with this? So these are the information that you would find inside a data dictionary. Are we good, everybody? Then with that, guys, we'll be back at 11 o'clock. Okay. Right, everybody, guys, girls, shall we keep moving? Everybody, let's do a little more and then we'll do some questions. Okay, let's put our phones in all the way, all of you all. So can you all quickly go through these? Typically, what does a data dictionary contain? Boys, girls, everyone, can you all go through the typical components of a data dictionary? So you also the table name is there, the field name is there, the description is there. Okay, these are your typical components. Okay. And I told you all, guys, these are the typical components. Doesn't mean every single data dictionary is going to have these. No. Okay. Typically, this is what is there. Okay. Right. I'll give you all 30 seconds, guys. Can you go through that? Then, guys, when you all come down to page number 7, everybody have a look at page number 7. You can see there are different data types. Okay. Once again, guys, now the database software that all of you all will be using is Microsoft Access. Access doesn't use all of these. Access uses some of these. Access provides you all with data types, not all of these, some of these. Now, when it comes to database, guys, we have so many softwares that you can use. One is Microsoft Access. We have another one called Open Office Base. Then we have different softwares that you can use to create a database. Each of these softwares will have different data types. Okay, some will call it int, some will call it big int, some will call it tiny int. Is it clear? In what do you call in Access, if I'm not mistaken, they have number. They don't say int or small int, they say number. Okay. All right. Can you guys go through your data types now? So it can be integer, small integer, big integer. Can you all see the description as well? Everybody see the description as well? Okay. An integer means a whole number. There is no decimal values. Then sometimes if it's measurements, you might need decimal values to be stored. Okay. So then your data type would be decimal, float, or real. Okay. In Access, we use the word decimal. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, we use decimal. Then for date and time values, okay, date of birth, okay, date of registration. For fields like this, you will choose date, time. Okay. Then guys, there are certain fields now in Access, we call it text. Text means you can put letters, you can put numbers, you can put special characters. Are we okay? In your paper, we have another one known as char. Okay. Varchar means a variety of characters. Okay. And then we have binary, which is 0, 1, Boolean, which is yes or no, or true or false. Okay. Everybody okay with this? Nothing complicated, right? So far, very, very straightforward. You're looking at data types. Can you all see a simple example of a data dictionary has been given to you all? Guys, girls, can you all see this example of a data dictionary? Your field names are there. A description of every field name is there. The data type is there. The length is there. You can see constraints is not there. Okay, validation rules are not there. Okay. Right, let's keep moving, everybody. Okay, now guys, on page number 8, what have I told you all? In general, when working with data dictionaries, there are two types. You have your active data dictionary and you have your passive data dictionary. Two completely different words. Okay. However, these two words are familiar to you all from. I didn't think of that. What did you go to say? Footprint. Footprint only came to my mind, but I forgot about what she said. Active RFID and passive RFID. Also digital footprint. Active digital footprint and passive digital footprint. Okay. Anyway, can you guys come down to active data dictionary? Active data dictionary, guys. This dictionary, what do you all see there? Updated whenever changes are made to the data in a database. Everyone, can you all see that? It's active. It's continuously being updated. Even though I have, what do you call, bolded, why don't you also highlight that word, updated? Continuously updated. Okay. Usually managed by the IT department, this type of data dictionary is and provides up-to-date data definitions. Okay. It has up-to-date data definitions. It has the latest data for you, the latest plan, the latest structure. Okay. This form of data dictionary actively prevents any discrepancies or changes in data integrity. On the other hand, you have a passive data dictionary. In that, guys, read the bold words. Static. Static meaning generally, it's never changed. It's always the same. Generally, And if there is an update to take place, how is it done? Manually. It is manually updated. Everybody okay with this? So guys, I'll give you all a quick example here. This is my passive data dictionary here. This is my second. This is my, if I were to open a table and bring you all here, this is my active data dictionary. Because when I make changes, automatically these fields will get updated. But this is not going to automatically get updated. I'll have to manually come here myself and update it. So normally this is at the beginning, I'll have a plan. That plan that you have at the beginning is your passive data dictionary. Would you keep updating it? It's up to you. You might not. But this, you will definitely be doing it. Because whatever changes you make here, automatically going to get updated here. Because this is basically in your software itself. Are we okay with this? So this is your active data dictionary and this is your passive data dictionary. But you all can clearly tell the difference between the two, right? One is being regularly updated. The other is not being regularly updated. It's only created at the beginning. Okay? Very clear difference. Okay? All right. Guys, girls, let's keep moving. All right. Everybody, can you keep reading it? This type of data dictionary is typically used for reference purposes. Is it clear? Normally for reference purposes only we use it. We don't always use it. Okay? Such as in analytics projects where analysts need to understand the meaning of different data points and their relationships with each other. Since passive data dictionaries are not created within databases automatically, they are highly prone to discrepancies. What does discrepancies mean? Discrepancies means what this data dictionary says and what's actually happening could be different. There is a discrepancy. Here it says one thing, what's actually happening is something else. Is it clear? So normally, guys, your passive data dictionary is only used during the setup phase. When you're setting it up only, you look at your static data dictionary. After that, you really don't look at that. After that, you continue looking at your active data dictionary. Everyone okay with this? Can you guys read that? So since the passive data dictionary doesn't exist within your database software, it doesn't get updated. So it's highly prone to discrepancies where what it says and what's actually happening could be very different. Okay, everyone? Sounds good? Right, everyone, let's have a look at data validation then. So everybody, when it comes to data validation, guys, what is our aim? To ensure what? No. Data is valid, meaning minimum consistent, minimum errors. Is it clear? I'll ask you a different question now. Does data validation ensure your data is true? No. To ensure your data is true, what do you all use? I didn't teach it to you all today. I taught it to you all when you are developing web pages. You have validation and so when you go to a government office, they don't believe your name. Okay, what would they ask you for? They would say, we also need your ID. So what do? They look at the ID and they look at the name that you entered. If the two are the same, okay, we accept it. Cross-checking. So what do we call that? Data verification. Is it clear? When you log into your email account from a new device, Gmail doesn't believe you. So what does Gmail say? We want to make sure it's actually you. Yes, you put the correct password, validation passed, but we want to verify it's actually you. So what does Gmail do? They send you an OTP and you have to type that OTP. Then they can verify, okay, it's actually you. So you have validation and verification. Now, verification is not yet a part of your syllabus. Okay, I'm just reminding you all. We are going to have a look at validation. What does validation do? Ensures that the data you entered is valid, is correct, not true. True is verification. Okay. So guys, there's a huge explanation over here. So guys, basically what happens? You input your data. Can everyone look at my cursor? Data is input, then validation takes place. Checking whether it's correct. Does it follow certain rules? If it is no, error message. If it is yes, it will process forward. Okay? Aushan, all of you okay there? Okay, look at this diagram again, guys. You enter data, validation takes place. If it fails validation, error message. If it passes validation, you will move forward. Pretty straightforward, right? So then, guys, what are validation rules I have mentioned over here? Can you guys read that? Can you all read the bold words, guys? Read the bold words, Ilu. Ensuring that the data entered into the database is accurate, consistent, follows the same rules, conforms to the predefined rules and constraints. This is what data validation is. It has nothing to do with whether it's true. Okay. So then, guys, we have something called presence. So everyone remember what presence is? Ensuring that the user has entered a value. We don't want the user leaving a field blank. So what do? We put a presence check for it. Okay. Everyone knows what mandatory is? Compulsory. You have to fill it. You can't keep it blank. Number 2, range check. Ensuring that the value that the user has entered is within the accepted range. Okay. Keep reading it. Lookup validation. So everybody, lookup validation is when you have a long list of values for the user to choose from, you will use lookup validation. Okay. So for example, I'm asking in a school registration form, I'm asking for date, for grade. Now, when it comes to grade, guys, I will not allow them to type it because some might just put 9, some might type grade 9, some might type year 9. So I won't let them type it. I will tell them to choose it from a drop-down menu. That's called lookup validation. Then when the number of values are few, you have few values and the list is fixed. You are never going to add new values to it. Then what do we use? List. Okay. If you are never going to add new values to it, we would use a list. And generally, we use a list for few values and we use lookup for many values. And also one more point you can say, lookup is used for lists where the values might change. You might add new values to it. Is it clear? But for list, generally list is used when the number of values are few and when the list is never ever going to change. Okay. So let me ask you a controversial question. Gender, which one? Do we put it in lookup or list? List. Is the list fixed now? There are apparently 105 genders. Yeah. Check it out. Okay. So there are like so many genders now coming into play. Okay. So now do we put it in lookup or do we put it in list? Okay. Because the values are going on changing. Okay. So yeah. Okay. But for example, vehicle type, you might keep it as list because the number of vehicles are fixed and it's a very small list. You might keep it inside list. Then length, number of characters. When it comes to length, it will be number of characters. Okay. Then format validation. How are the characters, the type of characters you're accepting? What order are you accepting them in? Anyone remembers in AS, what did we call it? What do you say? Pattern check. We were calling it. It's wrong here. Okay. You can't write pattern check here. You say format check. In for web authoring, we were saying pattern check, but it's wrong. You can't say pattern check. You will say format validation. And then, guys, we have something called check digit. You know how check digit works? The last digit of the number has been generated by applying a formula to all the other numbers. I'll give you an example. Credit card numbers. You have a credit card number now. Those credit card numbers are not numbers one after the other. No, it's not like we had 00000 and the next credit card number was 0001. It's not like that. Credit card numbers are generated using a mathematical formula. Is everybody okay with this? Credit card numbers are generated using a mathematical formula. Everybody okay with this? I'll give you all one more example. Barcode numbers are there, no? Product numbers. Product numbers, guys. The last digit of the number is generated by applying a formula to all the other numbers. We do not know what that formula is. They apply a formula to all the numbers and the answer of that the answer will be the last digit of your barcode number. That's what we call check digit. So when you enter your barcode number, that formula is applied. And if the answer that appears matches the number that you entered, then they know the barcode number is correct. Everybody okay with that? So they call check digit. The last digit of the barcode number has been generated by applying a formula to all the other numbers. Okay. Can everyone read that? So these are different validation checks. Okay. All good? Behang, all of you? Not Behang, this. Nishan, all of you? Then shall we start doing some questions, guys? Because we'll have to wrap up shortly. So let me move down to start doing some questions with you all. Not all of it, obviously, some of it. Okay. You're safe, right? Okay. You're looking a little lost. Everything okay there? Feeling sleepy? Want to wash your face and come? Sure. So, guys, one more thing of what you can control, the way you sit. Okay. So normally, guys, when you're excited, there's a certain way you sit, right? The way you make your face when you're excited, there is a certain way. There's a certain face you have when you're sad, isn't it? So let's just quickly, for 2 minutes, let me tell you this. When you're feeling tired, automatically your position is like this, right? Isn't it? When you're tired, automatically your position is like this. Okay. Give you a simple example. If you're talking to somebody that you're really excited to be talking, and that particular person is in front of you, you wouldn't sit this way, isn't it? You're so excited to be talking to that person. So if agree with me, okay, how would you sit if you're talking to somebody who you're excited to be meeting? Okay, how would you sit? You would be leaning forward, isn't it? Okay. So sometimes, guys, you have to forcefully change your position in order for you to change your state. You get what I'm saying? Okay. Sometimes, guys, sitting like this will automatically make you feel sleepy, will automatically make you feel tired, will automatically make you feel like, you know what, I'm not in the mood to study. Okay. But sometimes you have to change your mood after, not change your movement, change your physical position. Once you change your physical position, automatically you start feeling like you can, you know what, I can understand things now. I can study. I can pay attention. Okay. So sometimes you have to first change your physical state in order to feel it. Okay, everybody. Guys online, for those of you who are lying on your bed and doing the lesson, I hope the message was clear. Okay. Right, everybody, question number one. Question number one. The retailer employs a data governance manager. One of the role of the data governance manager is to maintain data integrity of the retailer's IT systems. I didn't like the question. Read it again. One of the roles of the data governance manager. Okay, this particular person's job is what? To maintain data integrity. Okay, shall we just quickly, if I do that, then I'll be giving you all the answer, no? Okay. One way of maintaining data integrity is to validate your inputs so that they are all accurate, isn't it? When you validate your inputs, you're ensuring the data is correct, it's accurate. Give two other ways of maintaining data integrity. What else can you do to maintain data integrity? Maintaining security. Okay, right, I'll get that answer down. Maintaining proper security procedures. Okay, 1 second. Maintaining proper security procedures, systems. Okay, so for example, you enable a firewall or you enable access rights. Shall I just put that? Enabling access rights. So only the right people can modify the data. Enabling access rights. Username and password, perfect. What did somebody else told me an answer? I said to wait. You said carrying out regular backups. Carrying out regular backups. Carrying out regular backups. Okay, Ikram, what do you think? We said security, no? Maintaining proper security system, we already said that. Something else? Sorry? No. What can be done to ensure data, parts of data integrity is it should be complete. Okay, so validation rules we took, proper security systems we mentioned, regular backups, enabling verification. They said verification was not a part of our syllabus. That we said no, proper security system. Okay, so we can say, okay, enabling, what do you say? Verification. Okay. Right. Can you guys have a look at the marking scheme now and see what are the other answers? Enabling verification. Have a look at the marking scheme, guys. There are some answers we never spoke about over there. Like, for example, maintaining audit trails. Audit trails comes under security. Removing data duplications. Now over here, guys, they have mentioned access control. They have also mentioned keeping audit trails. Okay, both come under security, but the examiner is accepting both of them. Okay, backup also, access control is also accepted. Validation of data, didn't they already mention that? They have said validation of data moving between two databases. Okay, that's a bit risky. I wouldn't recommend doing that. Okay. Can you all get down one answer from the marking scheme that you all did not write here? So for example, we can take down the answer of keeping audit trails. Or for example, removing data duplications. We didn't learn data duplication yet. So shall we not take down that answer? Shall we take down keeping or maintaining audit trails? Maintaining audit trails. Right. When you guys are done with that, can you have a look at the next one? Carlo is designing a relational database. As part of the process, he will create a data dictionary. Data dictionaries can be active or passive. Explain how an active data dictionary differs from a passive data dictionary. Now, guys, if I'm not mistaken, guys, when I went through your textbook, there was no explanation about active and passive. In your textbook, guys, they have no explanation about active and passive. So I included it in my note. Okay. So sometimes, guys, you have to go through your textbook. You have to also go through my note, because there are certain things, even if you look now, for example, you all remember we learned active RFID and passive RFID. That's not there in the textbook, but I included it in my notes. Parts of QR code. It's not there in the textbook, but I included it in my note. Is it clear? So there can be a few differences between the two. So use both. Explain how an active data dictionary differs from a passive data dictionary when the database is running. What shall we start off with? Somebody starts and everybody can start adding to it. How is the active data dictionary different from a passive data dictionary? Which one is automated? Okay, automated and continuously updated, while passive data dictionary is created at the beginning, during inception, during the setup, and it's generally not regularly updated. So shall we start off with that? Everybody, we can start off with the fact that the active data dictionary is automated to be regularly updated. Is automated to be regularly updated. Is automated to be regularly updated, while the passive data dictionary is static, okay, and not regularly updated. Then, guys, can I also say this? The active data dictionary is a part of the database, or it's within the database itself. Agree? While static data dictionary, the passive data dictionary is not a part of your database, isn't it? It's not a part of your database software. Agree? So can you get down that also? And then have a look at the marking scheme and see if there's anything that we didn't mention and take down one or two. Okay. Further, the active data dictionary is a part of the database software. Is a part of the database software, or it's within the database software, while the passive data dictionary is separated from the working database. So when you look at the marking scheme, guys, so one thing we didn't mention is the passive data dictionary is not always consistent with the database. I can mention that in your answer, guys. Can everyone do that? The passive data dictionary is not always consistent with the database. It might contain discrepancies. That we did not mention. Are we good? Osando, all of you took it down. Can you do page number, our last one for today, page number 16? Have a look at page number 16. Members of a photography club store images in online albums. The club wishes to create a database containing details of these images. People will be able to view the images and leave comments. You can see there is a photograph table with many fields, album table with many fields, comments table with many fields, location table with one field. Okay. Complete the data dictionary for the photograph entity shown in figure 1. So table number, which table has image ID and file name? Photograph. So can you all name that, guys? Generally, guys, for a table name, it's not compulsory, it's recommended. You include table in the table name. You get it? So normally what I would do is I would say TBL. I would say TBL photograph. That's what I would do. But is it compulsory? The answer is no. You can say photograph underscore table. You can say photograph underscore TBL. You can say TBL. And it's recommended to put table in the name. That's what I'm saying. Okay. In our practicals also, I'll do the same thing and show you all. It's recommended. Oh, guys. No, you know what? Stop.